the Sarai Rivera song says like, "Help me see how you see me," and of course they're talking to Izu, and I see Christians generally as like they're trying to be good people, they're trying to do what's right, they're trying to be good, they're trying to be like God, they're trying to like be good members of the community, they're trying to do the right thing. And so like that's kind of how I see Christians, but then I also see them as like some of them like are like not a Christian, like they really are trying to exploit the system, and so they're taking advantage of Christians. And so sometimes I see Christians as gullible. Sometimes I see them as people that don't like delve very deep into like what they believe. And so, I mean, they might not be able to handle the fact that it says Amen Allah. I mean, or that Izu's name is Zeus. So, I think that, like, I see Christians as, like, people that, like, I need to be on my, I need, like, to have on my side that bad because, like, I'm in a war against people that they have been trying to do a genocide. Like, they are trying to do a genocide. And, like, I don't know how the hell, like, the situation is the way it is right now. Like, it is some crazy shit right now. I don't know how to deal with Ali, because I don't want it to be Ali, because it doesn't feel like Ali, but it's Ali. I don't know. I feel like I just want to have some help sometimes. There's no way Alien. I think that like some Christians like if you're a Christian that really, really, really wants to be Jewish, then like you want the like shittiest religion. Like and like that's the thing. Like I think that like Christians have to be Jewish because they want to be like Izu. But like if you find out that he's not that way, then like and if you, like you should like be like, oh yay, I don't have to like have this like stupid ass fucking like shit religion like which I feel like it's like offensive to say it. It's the shitty like I mean, really. Like we all need to be clean. We all need to be like the cleanest. But like sacrificing animals and shit and like, but like it's all about like bullshit. Like I mean, if there's anything we've learned is the Ark of the Covenant, like was controlled that much by these people, and the Vatican definitely had it at one point. It sure seemed like it. So everyone wants to convince Christians that Jewish people are very wise and mystical, and they might actually believe that Jesus is real. I mean, really? He really is in the Old Testament? Well, thank you very much. I really give a shit about that religion. It's awful. It's awful. Christians read the Bible. They know it's awful. They study it. They know it's awful. If you do something bad, you got to go get a perfect animal and sacrifice it for the priest. Or you have to have the priest sacrifice it. Like you're constantly trying to get rid of your sins by giving food to the priests. Like the priests have like this like completely different like group. Like they're like special. They're like holy people. They're the only ones allowed to touch the Ark of the Covenant. They're the only ones allowed in the Holy of Holies. There's like no like Paul. There's no like love. There's some wisdom in Proverbs, but really, there are some serious limits to that religion. But like when you go on the internet, like how much Greek stuff do I see as a Greek linguist that does Greek every day on the internet? I've never seen someone do Greek on the internet. How much Hebrew do I see? Always. Everyone does Hebrew. Every single person. And like, do I think Hebrew is that awful? Like what is translated into English is awful. Well, it's boring as it gets, and it never ends, and it doesn't say anything, and it's always like, and then the beast tore them to pieces. It's like everything because it's talking about the area, La Area Agru, the Egyptian agricultural area, because the area. The Aryans are the beasts or the Leviathan. I think they are, right? The Leviathan or the behemoth, like the dinosaurs from the Bible, from the book of Job. are Aryans, which is an area. So like, but what I found is a lot of the Jewish people have Greek names. We're all, my name's Polis. My name is Elon. My name is this, and a lot of it has to do with covering up people's names. So, Haley could be her name, Governor Haley, but it's Alien. But she's Sikh, right? All right. So, do any Christians like actually believe Judaism's like a reasonable religion at all? Like, if you're a Christian, like, and someone said you should follow Judaism, they would all be like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" Like, Jews don't follow Judaism. Is what they'd say. Like, because what Petros would say is that they are condemned by the fact that they follow the religion at all. So my understanding is that like computers are that hard, and that I'm not the only person smart enough to be able to figure out ancient Greek. All you kind of have to do is know that it was like everyone's language, and they turned it into all the other languages, and you have to know a little bit about the Bible, and like some of the other geniuses, like probably Satan, knows that computers are that much harder than Greek, because like I've spent like probably 3 months total like working on Greek since I was a kid, so like less than a year of my entire life, like, but I was a just very small child when I learned Greek. So like, I mean, in reality, like I spent no time at all in Greek. So like the super geniuses know like it's not very hard to do Greek. What's hard is computers, and I'm gonna have to figure out like what to do about these tech companies. Because like I do acknowledge that like that shit's so freaking hard, and like I want to be after you, and I know it's you, like I know it's you too much, and that's the real situation. Is I know it's you, like I know it's Google that much, and like I don't know how to not know it's Google that much, and so when I know it's Google that much, it's like, what do I do about the fact that I know it's Google? And my opinion in like all circumstances generally is like, you guys really need to be locked up in a hotel. You don't know how much you need to be, because I'm not calling the shots. And your protection is me turning you into a slave, most of you guys. And like, you guys don't have the option. But like, I do acknowledge how hard like it is to get that far into computers. But I also haven't even like how much time have I spent on computers? Not even a 4-year degree. I mean, I got 3 years under my belt, plus like the time thinking about it, because I can always think about it now. So I don't get very much time on everything, and that's why I think they wanted me to learn all these ancient languages. Like, let's just have him learn Arabic. Well, he's going to learn Spanish. He's going to learn this one. He's going to learn some French now. Because I did learn French at one point, like just one class. But like, I mean, if I had taken it seriously, man, I could actually learn French. They want to spread out my knowledge a lot, but like I do acknowledge that you guys are smart, but like you're too much of a threat, and so like I don't think you guys realize like you desperately need to be in my custody. Like Trump desperately needs to be in my custody. He is ruined by the fact that like he's ruined by his ambition. Can you believe I know that word, ambition? Ambition too. I need to talk about this real quick because it's important to see it, which by the way, so Nakai is a name, and so I feel like a lot of the time they don't pronounce the cough, but then sometimes they do pronounce the cough, and that's how a lot of the words are, but I do think that's Ailey, not Haley. If there's if Izu's or Joseph is descended from who is Aaron, because he's an On, then just like Alien is an On, he's Alien, and then there's Luyon, and then we know that Satan is an On. So there's Satan, there's Satan, and there's Satan, and then there's shit on, and there's shiton. So he would be Sate, and he'd be shit. Because like, is he a shit on? Satan is a shit on. So Like, do I know that Satan's actual name was shit? I mean, Rashatan is the devil's head in Arabic. Or it might be devil's face. I don't know. I think it's head. I can't remember. So he would be shit or Sate. Just like Aaron would be air. Yeah. So he's a shit on. So we've been talking about Satan and Shaitan and Aaron, and we've seen some words like Alex doesn't know how he'll ever memorize the word allow. Like, what does allow mean? It means allow. I'll never understand allow. Why can't I memorize allow? Well, you didn't say ego allow. Ego allow. Well, it turns out that allow is allow. So, Elon is Elon's name. Elon. So eel. What's an eel? It's an underwater like snake type thing. Eel. So Elon is Elon's name. Who else is named Lon? I can't think of anyone that's got Lon in their name. Oh, Lana Del Rey, but nah. That's not even her name. What do I think Khan is? Like Cohen? I think Cohen is from the word can, which is was in Arabic in the he form. Elon. So I just floated this idea that I didn't float, which is that Elon Musk is an evil on, because I talked about shit and Satan, and there's Aaron, and say that I knew how to spell eel in Greek, which would be EI lambda, or it could be EI theta. Yeah. So and I said eel, and I wanted to change that like the Greek people would change it. What would it be then? Heel. So evil is heel in English. And does that meet like a lot of the things that agree with what I've been saying about the Greek language, that like they changed it to English by flipping it, by doing the opposite. Because to heal is the opposite of being evil. Like you're being good if you're healing. So do I think that ill is evil? Epsilon, iota, lambda. I mean, I think I can't prove it, but I think that probably, like, I think if there's anything I've always, like, really, really believed more than anything, it's that Elon is, like, the most evil person on the planet. And that, like, that's why he's the way he is. Where he's like, everyone should have so many babies, but then, like, the mafia is, like, doing a genocide right now, like, while controlling the media. No one knows these people have already done genocides in the past. This language is proof they did a genocide against the Greek people. So they're trying to do a genocide right now against everyone that's not Jewish. And like they will beat you up and they will torture you if you talk about the fact that there's an organized crime situation involving Jewish people. And so like, I mean, and Elon like is like, he always seems like he's like the head of like the people that are doing a genocide right now. And that's why everyone's kind of like that. And so like, do I think he's an Elon? I think he's probably eel. Like I think he's probably pretty eel. He seems like he's eel. Like the way he is, like it's like you can feel it. That guy's like the most evil person, eel guy around probably. So I had trouble reading this before, and I still have trouble reading it, but I still think Clara Nomia is Clara's the name of the Lord of Names, but I didn't really say that before, did I? So, and what have we learned? Well, there's Elon, ill. Like I'm telling you, like I really do think it's ill. Like I think that's what it means, but I haven't looked close enough at it. But I mean, clearly, like it's something we should be aware of. Like, I think that, like, it's illegal for me to say that probably, but it's something we need to be aware of. So there's Baron, which would be like the sleeper on, like, he like the one that they want to be in charge. Trump's old. He's already had kids of his own. He decides to take a clone, and they give him Baron, which is probably like indicates to me like he's going to be in charge someday. So what other ons? I don't know. Like, I think that like Clara is the name of the Lord of Names. Like, maybe, because it sure seems like we are that serious about naming shit on, Sate on, heir on, because you're an heir of Aaron, like, which would be hair, but it's not. It's heir. And Elon just he's that one. Like, it's like illegal to say that guy's evil. And like, he's in charge of all our communications. He's not even from the United States. Like, he's getting a cut of all of our money every time we do a transaction. He's hanging out with the president. Like, he's in charge of our space program. Like, he's like censoring everything. Like, that guy was doing death threats on me. And the way he did death threats on me was like, you're retarded. like what happened is they made like probably like 30 death threats over Twitter to me. Like, the bots started like saying they were gonna kill me, calling me a pedophile and stuff like that. And it was because I said something to an AI, because I made a joke about how like the dog has nice melons or something, because you could tell it was like a fake picture. It was an AI generated picture. It was like so obvious. And like I was pretty clear about like what it was, but then like all the bosses thought he's a pedophile. He likes her when she was a little kid. But it was really like, you don't know what Satan's like. Like, what he's actually like is like, he's pathetic. Like, he's so smart, but he's pathetic. Like, it's important to have someone that's like pathetic. Like, you're so impressive, but you're pathetic. Like, and the last thing I have to drop on everyone is, who's the Don of the mafia? Don Trump. So what's a Don? It's the person in charge of the mafia. You're the mafia Don. Like, you're the head of the gangsters of the organized crime. So you'd say Don Corleone. Like, it's a title of a mafia gangster boss. So when Don Trump is in charge of the United States, and he's clearly a mafia gangster boss. Like, his best friend is Elon, and like, that guy is in charge of the space program. That guy's not even from the United States. That guy is like really actually pretty scary to me. Like, I mean, the media scares you pretty bad, like, if you're someone like me, because you know what the computers can do, and you know what they're doing with the computers. I mean, it's really hard to beat the computers. I mean, the computers can do a genocide if they're programmed to like control people's minds, to like get them to have a genocide done on them. And the computers clearly do want people to be genocided, like to be dead. Yeah.